More details released about an inmate who was let go from jail on a minor charge while still facing a trio of felony charges. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News, powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, an Alliance man charged in a violent sexual assault remains on the lam after inadvertently being released from the Scottsbluff County Detention Center earlier this week. The Box Butte County Sheriff's Department is taking responsibility for the error by stating they failed to inform Scottsbluff County that Harley Salway was still remanded into custody in his Box Butte County case on charges of first-degree sexual assault, use of a deadly weapon to commit a felony, and first-degree false imprisonment. The case he was released from jail without bond was for a 2024 case for failure to appear or comply with a citation. However, bond remained at $100,000 for the sexual assault case. Harley Salway is still actively being sought by area law enforcement, and if you know of his whereabouts, you're asked to call 911 immediately. Well, a 35-year-old Alliance man receives the near maximum sentence for his role in a fatal drunk driving crash that claimed the life of his passenger. Earlier this year, Jacob Stone pleaded no contest to a Class 2A felony manslaughter charge. That stemmed from an October accident where Stone was driving 82 miles per hour before crashing into a vehicle at the intersection of Flack and 10th Street. Stone's passenger, 28-year-old Dagan Pierce, suffered severe head trauma during the crash and never regained consciousness. Prosecutors say that Stone's blood alcohol content was .266, following a blood draw from this crash. On Wednesday, District Judge Travis O'Gorman sentenced Stone to no less than 18 years, no more than 20 years in prison, and had only received credit for 37 days already served. And a Goshen County man serving a 25 to 30-year prison sentence for sexually assaulting a child has died at the Wyoming Medium Correctional Institution in Torrington this week. Wyoming Department of Corrections reports that 66-year-old Glenn Tanner passed away on Wednesday. Tanner was convicted of first-degree sexual abuse of a minor less than 13 years old in 2018 and was sentenced by Judge Patrick Corral in Goshen County. Per department policy, an autopsy will be conducted to determine the cause of death. We'll have more news right after this.
Looking for free instead of fees? Platte Valley Bank can help you keep your finances moving forward with no ATM fees. Whether you're headed to the lake, the mountains, or just to the grocery store, you can enjoy the freedom of free ATM access anywhere, anytime. Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
When it comes to your health, you deserve the very best. At Morrill County Community Hospital, they provide top-notch care with compassion and expertise. From routine checkups to advanced surgeries, their dedicated team is here for you 24/7. With state-of-the-art technology and a patient-first approach, they ensure you and your loved ones receive the highest quality care. Because at Morrill County Community Hospital, your health is their priority. Visit Morrill County Community Hospital today in Bridgeport. Morrill County Community Hospital. Exceptional care right here at home.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver, along with a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today, and remember, United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flights. While at the airport, stop and enjoy authentic Italian food at Roma Italian Restaurant. Plus, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
Welcome back. Attorney General Mike Hilgers Thursday joined numerous leaders and statewide organizations to announce the launch of securethegoodlife.nebraska.gov, a website designed to help recruit talent for law enforcement and prosecution offices across Nebraska. During a news conference in Lincoln, Hilgers outlined how law enforcement and top prosecutors in nearly every county have detailed how difficult it has been to find candidates to fill open positions. Hilger said he believes people are craving the opportunity for professional and personal fulfillment, but many just don't realize they can find that opportunity through the state.
In my view, all that is a failure for us to tell the story. It is a failure for us to tell the story, because if people were looking for purpose, and we know this generation, frankly, it doesn't matter what generation you are, whether you're younger or older in your career, further along in your career, people are looking for meaning, they're looking for purpose, they're looking for quality of life. And those things you can find working in law enforcement in Greater Nebraska.
The website shares real stories of the hometown heroes serving Greater Nebraska, with narratives told by county attorneys, police chiefs, and sheriffs voicing what they love about their communities and why they chose to serve in Nebraska. Secure the Good Life also links to available job openings in law enforcement and prosecution careers throughout the Nebraska Crime Commission and the Nebraska County Attorneys Association. Well, the community is pooling resources to help a Panhandle family that lost their home this week following a fire. Firefighters responded to a house fire northwest of Bridgeport Wednesday morning. Despite their best efforts, a home was a total loss and several pets perished. Both the Red Cross and firefighter ministries have been in contact to help the family with immediate needs, and a GoFundMe fundraiser page has been created to help the family start to replace essentials that were lost in the blaze. A link to the GoFundMe can be found by finding this story on our website at kneb.com.
Welcome to Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. Whether you're a wine enthusiast, a whiskey sommelier, a tequila connoisseur, or you just love your beer, Kelly's has the best selection of what you're looking for. Family owned and operated since 1946 and right on 27th Street in Scottsbluff. Come see us today at Kelly's Liquor, your liquor cabinet. And remember to be a good neighbor. Don't drink and drive. Kelly's Liquor, West 27th Street in Scottsbluff.
I imagined retirement in a place where we could enjoy our golden years, where adventure and friendship are the only items on the schedule. The Garden Homes at Northfield gives us the luxury we planned for and peace of mind when it comes to convenience, safety, and comfort. We never have to stop and think about the day-to-day upkeep. We love to explore abroad, but most importantly in our backyard. So much to do, so much to see. Here at Northfield, we get the protection of life care, incredible tax benefits, and secured rates for aging services. It's peaceful, knowing that if our needs change, we'll be taken care of. And most importantly, that our kids will never have to make any tough decisions. There never seemed to be enough time to do all the things we wanted. Now we get to focus our energy on enjoying what this community has to offer. At the Garden Homes, life is ours again. A place we had dreamed about. A chance to focus on us.
I'm Alex Makovica from inside the Nebraska Soybean Board studios. Let's review today's market activity as we head into the midday session. And joining us is Sam Hudson of Corn Belt Marketing. Sam, as we get ready to get into the noon hour, we see all three grains trading lower, with wheat leading, just tanking today. What do you make of today's activity?
Well, we're continuing to live in what seems like a vacuum at the Board of Trade. We continue to see selling in wheat with shorts coming back in. We've got the chance for peace in Ukraine. We've got an ample domestic carry out here. So ahead of a quarterly stocks report, we'll probably just be reminded of that. Stocks to usage here in the U.S. is over 40%. So still plenty sitting around. And so I think our crop is going to dictate more about basis and spreads, and we're going to follow those global values based on what's going on in the Black Sea region. So with an improvement in weather over there and, kind of a cooling of the geopolitics, at least for now, that seems to be the path of least resistance. And it's taking place at a time where, the fundamentalists are just waiting for Monday's updates. And so I think that lack of volume is a problem for the board right now. And hopefully with a little bit of a, snap back to reality on Monday, we'll be able to forge a bottom and try to find some buyers in this market again ahead of spring.
Okay, this report on Monday, it's been the talk of the town for the markets for the last couple of weeks now. What is the trade looking for in Monday's report?
Well, it seems like the market's grown pretty content on seeing at least 94 to 94.5 million acres. The estimates are kind of all over the place. I would say that, we've got really good odds of having 95 plus eventually in June, but I don't know what they're going to print here in this March number. And keep in mind, the markets have fallen considerably since some of these surveys were taken. So they're going to have to extrapolate some information at the end of the day. The bigger issue is just overall production and where that yield stands at the end of the year, because of whether you're 94 or 95 million, if you can pencil in a trend, it's still solvent for now. But if you have to write that down later on in the year, we can, still come up with a problem here when you look at balance sheets for global corn.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, lots of things to dive into in this afternoon's Channel Final Bell. Again, Sam Hudson joining us with Corn Belt Marketing as we head into the noon session. Again, corn, soybeans, and wheat all trading lower. On the livestock trade today, they've also turned lower, with live and feeder cattle down, trading about 20 to 40 cents lower, and lean hogs trading mixed. I'm Alex Makovica from inside the Nebraska Soybean Board Studios for the Rural Radio Network.
Uh-oh, you have to open the old gliding door to the patio again, but that thing stopped gliding long ago. Did you know that your old, ugly, hard-to-open gliding door is probably the #1 source of loss of heat in your home, and that broom handle lock is not secure? Renewal by Anderson's gliding patio doors are simply the best of the best, and Renewal has an incredible offer right now. Don't miss it. 20% off every door, plus no money down, no payments, no interest for 12 months. No payments until 26. Please book your free estimate right now at rbawyoming.com and start gliding again.
You deserve to have a building that will last for generations. With more than 110 years of experience and thousands of satisfied customers, Morton Buildings is the industry leader you can trust. If you're planning for a garage, farm shop, horse barn, storage building for your RV, boat, or collectibles, there's no better time to buy. Contact your local Morton sales office or visit mortonbuildings.com to get started today.
Let's take a peek at your weekend community calendar, brought to you by Riverstone Bank. The community calendar is brought to you by Riverstone Bank. We're local and we love our community.
Tired of feeling stuck? Not sure if you are on the right track? Platte Valley Bank can help keep your finances moving forward with checking account options to fit your lifestyle and an online account chooser to make finding the right account easy. Control your financial future with helpful budgeting tools and automatic savings plans. Now is the time to enjoy the ride with Platte Valley Bank. You belong here.
And finally tonight, the Gehring Library is seeing its fair share of changes as technology progresses. Library Board Secretary and Foundation President Suzanne Myers presented the annual library reports to the Gehring City Council this week, providing some of the details. Myers said the library provides weekend literacy backpacks for kids, litter kits for community cleanup, and is looking for more as it becomes a library of things.
We are adding things constantly. One of the things is a knitting kit. I'm a knitter, and that's kind of a fun thing that people are maybe learning to do that. But we'll soon have a telescope ready to be checked out, a metal detector.
Myers said while printed material comprises nearly 36% of the offerings checked out by patrons, more and more people are turning to digital materials such as ebooks. She told council members that category grew by 8% last year as people increased the use of that type of content for research and reading. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay safe out there. We'll see you back here on Monday.